first trimester prenatal lesson, we are going to focus on our legs, hip flexors, and glutes. Start by stretching your legs straight out on your mat. And we're going to warm up a little bit by warming up our feet. Sit up with nice, all good posture. Take a couple breaths into your rib cage. Exhale, focus on engaging those lower abdominal muscles, those pelvic floor muscles. And let's just paddle your feet back and forth, pointing and flexing. When you flex, try to pull those heels off the ground. This is warming up your shins, your calves, giving them a nice stretch. Point both feet at the same time. Flex both of them at the same time. Let's do a couple more. I like to start all of my Pilates workouts with the 100. Engages your core muscles, gets your mind focused, helps you with your breathing, and gets you ready for the rest of the workout. So deep inhale into your rib cage. Exhale, bring those legs up to tabletop. Take a nice deep breath in. Exhale, stretch those arms down towards your feet. Roll those shoulders up. And we're going to do 5 pumps in, inhale, 5 pumps on your exhale. If holding it at tabletop is easy, feel free to stretch those legs out. Make sure you're engaging those lower abdominal muscles. Hug your baby like you're zipping up your pants. Those muscles should be supporting you. Make sure you're not flattening your back here. You have that nice right grape. Make sure you're inhaling into your rib cage. Firing up those glutes. Firing up those calves. Firing up those ab muscles. And bring your legs back down. Relax your head and shoulders. Now we're going to do some hip flexor exercises. You're going to bring one leg up in the air. If you have short hamstrings, feel free to bend your leg and do these circles with your knee instead of your toe. Make sure you have a nice neutral spine position. Let's do 5 circles. One direction. Your circles don't need to be very big. Make them as big as you can out rocking a tray of marbles that you have resting here on your pelvis. And 5 circles later. Rock and roll those pelvic bones. Make sure those marbles stay nice and level. Some of you may have bigger circles than others. Just do what you're capable of. And as you get stronger and more flexible with your circles. Again, if you have short hamstrings, bend that knee and you can do your circles. Do about 5 in each direction. Make sure you're engaging the lower core muscles. Inhaling. You usually do 1 breath in and 1 breath out for each circle. And now we're going to do our single leg stretch. You're going to bring one knee up on your exhale. Roll your shoulders and head up. Gently hold that leg. Stretch your other leg that's on the floor towards the wall in front of you. And switch. Make sure you're still breathing. Make sure you don't lose your neutral position. Keep your shoulders away from your ears. Try and relax your neck and your jaw. Sometimes that gets tense when we're doing exercises without our head resting on the ground. If it becomes too much for your neck, feel free to rest it on the ground. Now, let's do a straight leg stretch and give those hamstrings a nice stretch after working. One leg straight up in the air. Roll that neck and shoulders up. A little pull backwards. If this is too much to keep your leg straight, feel free to give it a bend. Stretch that bottom leg towards the wall in front of you. Hit 2 little bounces and switch. 2 little bounces and switch. Make sure you're not holding your breath. You should feel a nice stretch all the way down your leg and into your glutes. And one more. And both legs down. And let's roll over on our side and start our side leg series. You're going to lay down on your side. Rest your head on your arm or shoulder. Make sure you're holding your neutral position when you're on your side. Make sure there's still a little right grip here. You don't want that sunk down into the mat. Use your core muscles to hold your waist off the ground. Engage those lower abdominal muscles. Make sure you're still inhaling into your rib cage. Stretch those legs so much that they come off the floor. Stretch them towards the wall. We're just going to lift the top leg up and down. You can point your toes up, flex it on the way down. You don't want to lift it too high past your waist. You just want to make these small, easy movements. If you're having trouble balancing, put your hand here in front. Or to make it a little more challenging, work that core a little more, you can put it on your waist or down by your side. Now, bring that leg up and over in the front. Try and keep your hips stacked. If this is uncomfortable for you, you can put your knee on a block or a towel. And let's do 5 leg raises with your bottom leg. This will work your inner thigh. Alright, let's switch over to the other side. Make sure you move slowly and carefully so you're not getting dizzy, moving too quickly. You have lots of blood going into your uterus to take care of your baby. Again, make sure your posture is nice and aligned. Stretch those toes towards the outside wall. Make sure you have the little grip there. And wait and flex. Lifting that leg up as high as you can, maintaining your neutral spine without hinging at your hips. Working those muscles here on your outer thigh. Let's do one more. And bring your leg over and lift that lower leg. Alright, now we're going to stay on this side for one more exercise, and we're going to do our leg circles on our side. Make sure you're maintaining that neutral position. You're going to bring your leg up in just little tiny circles, and we'll do 5 in each direction. Make sure you're not coming too far forward because you don't want to rock forwards or backwards. Only go as far as you can maintain stability. The other direction for 5. You should really start to feel it down here and into your glutes. Alright, switch sides one more time, and let's do our leg circles with the other leg. Stretch those legs towards the other wall, engage those lower abdominal muscles, and small circles forward. Relax your neck, Relax your shoulders. If you need stability, place your hand down in front of you. Don't go too far forward or backwards so you don't rock. Keep that little right grip and smashing here. Now we're going to roll over onto our front. We're going to do the leg pull down. So you're going to get into a box position. Put your shoulders away from your ears. Get your shoulders right over your wrists. You can use your fingers to help support your wrists. And let's go up into a plank position. Now what you're going to do is you're going to lift one leg and you're going to gently rock back and forth. Get a nice calf stretch. Stretch out all of those muscles that we just worked in our legs. Still engage your core. We don't want any arched backs or saggy tummies. Engage those core muscles. Let's do 5 on the other side. Alright, now we are going to lay on our stomachs and we're going to do the single leg kick. This is another one of those exercises we're only going to be able to do it in our first trimester. So put your elbows down on the mat right under your shoulders. Roll your shoulders back away from your ears. Engage those core muscles so you're pulling your stomach off the mat. And you're just going to give 2 little kicks. And 2 little kicks. This is one of my favorite exercises for stretching my legs. It stretches those quads. It engages your core muscles. Let's do 2 more on each side. And last one. And come back. A couple deep breaths. And we're going to lay down on our stomach and do our double lift. Lay down on your stomach. Clasp your hands behind your back. Take a deep inhale in. Lift your chest up. Stretch your arms back. Exhale on the way down. And do a double kick. Inhale. Stretch those legs towards your heels. Stretch those hands towards your heels. Lift your chest up. And back down. And sit up. Come back into child's pose. Take a couple deep breaths here. Let's roll over. Stretch out the back of our legs now. Have your legs about hip width apart. Take a nice deep breath in. Roll like you're rolling over a huge exercise ball. Stretch for those toes. Up. And let's do 2 more. Last one. And that concludes our first leg